Hello and welcome to the 11th video in this series showing you how to restore a Triumph Herald or Vitesse. In this video I'm going to remove and refit this badly fitted near side front wing. I'm also going to replace the near side front corner of the front panel, which has been badly repaired in the past. While the wing and front corner are off the car, it will be much easier to repair the damage to the top panel. Then I shall replace the badly corroded front crossbar. Getting back to the front wing, it only had a few brass tacks on it in a few places. It also had a large gap in the joint, which would allow moisture to penetrate. It should come off easily with an angle grinder. Now the wing is off and out of the way, I can remove the near side front corner of the front panel. Now the front panel is out of the way, I removed all of the body filler from the top of the bonnet and I can now inspect the damage. I think I can get this back to shape with a hammer and dolly and some heat after that. I can fit this piece of front panel which I got second hand from a friend. After cleaning and priming the joint with weld through primer, I can tack the front wing in place. It only needs a few tacks to begin with. Now I'm punching in the holes to plug weld the repair panel in position and also painting with weld through primer. Then clamp the repair piece into position for plug welding. You should clamp the joint as close as possible to each plug weld to keep the joint nice and tight and prevent any moisture from entering the joint. Then check the dimensions are correct across the front of the bonnet before doing any welding. Well, that is the same measurement as it was before I stripped it all down, so now I can weld it. After doing all the plug welds, grind them down nice and flush and it will look as good as it was when it was done in the factory. Then clamp and tack the bonnet D-plate into position. You can then use the D-plate as a guide to make and tack the corner repair pieces into position. To prevent any distortion, this joint here should be welded as shown and explained in video number 2 of the series. After welding and grinding the front wing repairs, I can now make and fit a new front crossbar. All the front crossbar is 2 pieces of channel formed from 1.5mm galvanized steel. By using galvanized steel, it will last a lot longer than the original will. Then you can remove the old crossbar, drill the holes for the plug welding and prime the weld through the primer before clamping the new crossbar in position. After clamping the new crossbar into position and before you weld it, check the dimensions across the front of the bonnet to make sure it hadn't sprung in when you removed the old crossbar. In the next video, I'll be fitting the front wheel arches back to the bonnet. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can watch the whole series of these videos on restoring this Vitesse from something like this to something like this. If you would like to see this Vitesse being fully restored with lots of detail from this to this, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel.